Adventures with Words is brought to you by Audible. Try Audible free for 30 days and download any audiobook for free. For your free trial, go to www.adventureswithwords.com/audible.
Hello and welcome to Adventures with Words, where we explore storytelling in all its forms. But before we begin, we should say to everyone, Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
I'm Rob.
I'm Kate.
And normally we would be talking about books, but today is an extra special Christmas present. We're using the term loosely. We're going to be singing about books.
We are.
So we set ourselves a challenge about a month ago to write an original song about one of our favourite books that we've read recently, and which we did. I went for Donna Tartt's Secret History.
And I went for Red Rising by Pierce Brown.
So we went away thinking this is going to be easy.
Well, I think you did.
Possibly. It wasn't. I found it incredibly hard. The lyrics I found easier to do. It was the
me
music.
too.
I also wasn't very well, so I sort of rushed it, and it sounded really great in my head.
Yeah.
How did you find it?
I was really struggling at first, to be honest. It took me quite a while, and I sort of chucked away about 2 or 3 sets of lyrics before I had a brainwave about a particular style of music that might work with the kind of topic. So that was really helpful, actually. And then once I got that, then I kind of rejigged my lyrics so they fitted with that. And then it was actually much easier. But then the bit that I found really, really cringeworthy was actually doing the singing the words. Because we sort of improvised with this a little bit. We didn't use our normal podcasting equipment. We actually recorded the singing into the voice memo function on our iPhones, and then kind of emailed it to ourselves and then put it into GarageBand and whatnot. Whereas I think if I was going to do this again, I'd actually... I mean, I don't know why I didn't just use the podcasting mics and stuff like that. That would have been much better, but never mind.
Well, I mean, there's loads of stuff I would do again if I had more time. It would be a never-ending sort of fiddling and tweaking.
But if we do this again, definitely using the normal mics. And apologies in advance for the mic pops when I'm singing. So sorry about that.
So to set this up, the rules were that it had to be an original composition.
Yep.
It had to be, what did we say, longer than a minute and a half?
Yeah, at least a minute and a half.
Shorter than 3 minutes 30.
Well, originally we said shorter than 3 minutes.
Right, 3 minutes 30. And then I had it in my head that it was 3.5 minutes, because that's the normal song. Anyway. Okay, there's more. And then... So completely original. So we couldn't use any samples. We could only use basically what comes out of the box in GarageBand, which you get with a Mac. Yeah. Now we haven't listened to each other's songs at all. No. Kate literally finished hers about 5 minutes ago.
That is actually true. Yeah.
She's just emailed it to me or airdropped it to me, and these are now ready to go in iTunes. So I think we should decide who's going to go first. Then we'll do it, and then we'll do a little intro into the book. Right. So we're going to do it in tried and tested. Rock, paper, scissors? We are. Obviously, excellent radio. Excellent radio. Now remember, we go 1, 2, 3, and then we show. 1, 2, 3, show. Yes. Okay. Right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh. Right, so I got scissors. So Kate, now you've won. So do you want to go first or second?
I am going to choose to go second.
I thought you might.
Right, so Rob, that means, can you tell us a bit about why you chose The Secret History?
So, if you haven't heard before, I first read The Secret History when I was at university. It was University Set Text. It was on my American Literature course. It's Donna Tartt's first book, and she's very quickly become one of my favourite authors. The story is about Richard, who is told in the first person, so it's from Richard's point of view. Yeah. And it's a murder mystery set in a sort of elite American university, but it's a whodunit and not a whodunit. Right. You know from the start that someone's died, and why it's sort of, who sort of did it, but you don't know the why. Yeah. And I've read it recently with you. More recently. Yep. And Donna Tartt is very quickly one of my favourite authors. I've read The Goldfinch as well. And so I thought I would naturally sing a song about it. Stylistically, singing-wise, I haven't taken it that seriously. Okay. There may be elements of Bowie in a sort of odd 80s Duran Duran style-y.
Wow, you're building this up now.
Yep. So I will apologise, and I'll play it for you now. And here we go. Are you ready for a secret? Now's the time to reveal our secret history. That a man died is no such great a mystery. My name is Richard, and on one day I went to college far, far away. I wanted to study ancient Greek under Julian Morrow, in a class of others whose lives would turn to sorrow. I saw them on campus, but I was excluded. Yet after a grammar question, I was included. Charles and Camilla, no, not that one. With Henry and Francis, would all come undone. And lastly, in our elite tiny group, there was Bunny, who had money he wanted to recoup. For he knew one night they killed a man. They drank, it didn't go to plan. It was no moral victory. Instead, this was our secret history. Like Mars, that powerful god of war, that night they took it much too far. They were so drunk they thought it would be funny. A man died and now they had to pay money. More and more Bunny wanted the extra cash, or he'd tell and headlines would splash. A decision was made, and after much strife, that now we'd have to end Bunny's life. I, Richard, went along with them that day. Why, you ask? I simply cannot say. Bunny fell, his body frozen in time, a cold reminder of our dreadful crime. That night we killed a man, as before it didn't go to plan. The news made all of campus jittery. Again, this was our secret history. But why? How? Bunny was your friend. Why did his life have to end? Bunny shared in our secret history, but then to add insult to injury, he wanted to tell all and risk our liberty. We knew our alibis were contradictory, so to come to terms with his trickery, even though I was on the periphery, and forevermore we'd feel misery, we invited him to where it was slippery. And that is all I'm prepared to say about that most fateful of days. For answers there is just one place to look, and that is inside the most magnificent book. The secret history is written upon the cover, and inside there are answers to recover. All that you now need to know is that after that fateful fall of snow, we indeed killed a man, and I leave where we began. At last this was a secret history, and now this song ends rather gingerly.
Oh my god.
Oh, it sounds really bad when you play it out loud.
Wow.
So, first impressions. Right. It had rapping.
Yes, I enjoyed the rap section. And yeah, rhyming periphery and slippery.
Yes.
Was particular highlights.
I also tried to rhyme war and far. Yeah.
You know, it's not far off. Wow. Okay.
Covered most of the plot.
Yes. Yes. Yep. Absolutely.
It had verses. It had a chorus. It had a bridge. It had me dropping some beats.
Yes.
About halfway through, I sort of put my hoodie on and put it over my face. But still, right?
Yes, indeed. So,
it's not over.
Okay. So I chose to do my song about Red Rising by Pierce Brown. Now, I really, really enjoyed that book. It was out a little while ago now, and I read it as part of a kind of weekend, like I think bank holiday weekends in the summer, where Hodescape were encouraging people to all kind of read it over that bank holiday weekend and tweet their thoughts. I was really impressed by it. Let me tell you a bit about the setup. So the main character is a guy called Darrow. He's 16, but he feels much older because he's led a very tough life up to this point. He's a red, so that's his skin colour and kind of his race, but he's a human, but he's a red. And he's a miner on a colony on Mars, and they've been told that they're like the the explorers that they're kind of helping to terraform Mars so it's going to be suitable for human habitation, and because humans are kind of spreading out now into the galaxy or the solar system anyway. And as well as reds, there are all sorts of different sort of skin colours, and the colour of your skin denotes your kind of station in life. So the reds are kind of the lowest of the low, because they're like the colour of Earth on Mars, and they do like mining and hard labour, that kind of thing. There's also pinks, who are kind of cater to your private needs.
Right. Okay. So this is all going to come through in the song.
Greys, and kind of obsidians, who are like the guards and like act like the police. And then the people in charge of the world are the golds, which kind of makes sense. And they have this kind of like system of government. Kind of quite classically influenced, but there's a kind of rebellion that's happened in the past. His dad was caught up in that, and so there's sort of resentment simmering under the surface, and something really awful happens to him, which means that he's really, really angry, and he gets picked up by someone called, a kind of group who are the Sons of Ares.
Right. Okay.
So they're trying to get him to help them overthrow the golds, basically.
And your thinking to turn this into music was?
Yep. So when I was thinking about this is my breakthrough was that actually this might work quite well as like a blues song.
Oh, blues and
because obviously he's had a hard life. It's all about the trouble he's been through and what's going to happen next and that kind of thing. So I used that sort of 12-bar blues structure and wrote a song about Darrow, and I haven't gone that far in the story. I've kind of only covered what I've told you, because then there's this whole plot that he gets involved with, kind of how he's going to help overthrow the regime. So so I'll leave it at that. Here you go.
His name is Darrow, and he's a miner up on Mars. Red Rising Blues. He sweats in his fire suit, his arms with pit viper scars. Though he's on another planet, his red eyes never see the stars. His name is Tyrone, as the sweat runs down his face. He's a hell diver. Like the pinks and the greys and obsidians, he knows his place. But it's the golds, honey, they run the whole human race. His name is Tyrone, and his skin's a dusty red, with anger in his hard hands, a price upon his head. 'Cause his wife sang the secret song, so they hung her till she was dead. Guitar solo. Talking about Darrow. He's got the Red Rising Blues, man. Last verse now. His name is Darrow, and he's only 16 years old. You heard me. Now Ares has found him and shown him the lies he's been told. He's gonna bring down society once they make him into a gold.
Wow, there we have it.
Yep.
Two rather different songs. You happy with that then?
Relatively. I was at first I was really happy because I found that that set of loops that all went together.
That was the far hardest part. And
I managed to stitch them together so they didn't sound weird, or not too weird anyway. But then they wouldn't change keys, so I had to sing really high.
Yeah, I don't think you can do that. I don't know. I don't know enough about GarageBand. For me, it was that you can tell this. The transition from the verse to the chorus was slightly clunky, and I was trying to find samples to mix the two together, and it just wasn't happening.
Very tricky trying to mix between different loops and samples, but there we are.
There we have it. So we're going to put it open to the vote. I think I know where this one's going, but we'll put it on the website. We'll do a poll. You can either vote for Kate or for I, and then the winner will have eternal glory.
Until the next time.
Until next year, where we do another challenge. We'll do music videos next year.
Oh God.
No, back to books. So we hope you have a fantastic Christmas and New Year. We're going to be back on New Year's Day with our awards show, with our awarding books of the year.
Indeed.
Gone. The categories are on the website now, so if you want to have a sneaky peek.
Yeah, we've already had some feedback from people, which is really nice, but keep it coming. If you want to send us a comment, write a comment under the post and tell us a bit about your books of 2014, different things you'd like, if there's specific categories or just in general. You can tweet us at Word Adventures. You can leave a message for us on the Facebook page, which is Facebook.com/adventures, Facebook.com/adventures with words. You can send us an email with your thoughts, which is contact@adventureswithwords.com, or obviously you can tweet either Rob or I and let us know. And don't forget, if you have enjoyed the podcast, maybe not so much this week, but if you have enjoyed the podcast, you can go to iTunes and leave us a review there as well.
My name's Rob. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram during the week at RobChilver.
My name is Kate, on Instagram and Twitter during the week at magic_kitten.
Have a fantastic break. I hope you read lots of books. You've got lots of books. Veg out in front of the TV with a good film, and we shall be back very soon. Thank you. Bye.
Adventures with Words is brought to you by Audible. Try Audible free for 30 days and download any audiobook for free. For your free trial, go to www.adventureswithwords.com/Audible.